And now, here's your host, Duza Cold Bear.
Welcome to the Late Show. Welcome in here, out there, and to all the ships at sea. I'm your host, Duza Cold Bear.
Oh, yeah! Boom, boom!
Folks, immediately after the inauguration of President Epstein's second term, our studio was gassed, and me, Jimmy, and Robin woke up in a gulag. Well, it was actually an Alberta public school, but it really seemed like a Russian gulag because Alberta is terrible at running things. There, that's that bit of Canadiana I told you I was going to slip in there. Anyway, during our time off the air, our channel was, gifted to my evil doppelganger, who we've flown in for my first interview. So, folks, please give a warm Late Show welcome to AZUD RAEB.
I am finally on American televisions in late night. Huzzah!
Actually, it's still Duza Bear Plus, the interweb's most furry streaming service.
Bummer.
So what's your story, AZUD? Where do you come from? And why are you such a shill for fascists? Spill.
A shill for fascists? I is not a shill for fascists. I am a patriot.
You're a suck-up, constantly worried that you'll lose your job if the leaders aren't happy with what you've said. How is that not fascism?
Yeah, right. And America is the land of the free and home of the brave.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, right. That is why Donald Genius Trump threatened the CBS, Paramount, Skydance, Frito-Lay merger if they didn't cancel Stephen Colbert Freedom. Oh, of course.
Okay, admittedly they're going through some growing pains right now, sure. But it's nothing like Russia, where critics are regularly shoved out of windows.
Who said that lie? No critics are shoved. They conveniently lose their balance while perched out of windows looking at the beauty of Mother Russia's endless sky. Naturally.
Yeah, you really do twist facts for whatever bias you want, eh?
Naturally, I learned from the best.
Nazi propaganda minister Dr. Joseph Goebbels?
No, of course not. Fox News.
Yeah, but you're not really selling it well, are you?
What are you saying?
Well, I've seen some of your stuff. It feels more like you're trying to use sarcasm and reverse psychology on people.
Explain, please.
Well, your latest bit was that we need to feed our children more preservative and processed laced foods because life expectancy has doubled in the decades since they were introduced, and that the trend towards organic and natural food snacks will bring us back to the time when people often died before they were 40.
All accurate.
Yeah, but your argument is more mocking of the idea than actually selling it.
I 1000% believe everything I've ever said. Are you trying to get me killed, Bear?
You regularly and exaggeratedly imply causality from things that are only correlations. Anyone can see that.
That is also not true.
Life expectancy doubled because science and medicine did a better job of ensuring healthy pregnancies and treating once fatal childhood diseases. Not because around the same time people started eating foods with preservatives in them. That's so obviously ridiculous. How could it not be satire?
It feels true, so I say it. That is how all patriots and most conservatives think. That's what we mean when we say common sense. Poor people are failures because they don't work hard enough, while the common folk cannot succeed because of overtaxing governments and the nanny state keeping us from succeeding. Ask anyone. That feels right. Just like billionaires should be billionaires because they put everyone to work, and welfare bums should not get handouts because they are bums.
But going back to the claims about food you've made, processed foods have been proven to directly be the cause of the obesity epidemic Western nations are experiencing. Even France is having this problem now. France, of all places!
Obesity epidemic. How woke of you! Obesity isn't a bad thing. Poor nations don't have obesity. If your people are fat, then it is because your society is rich.
But rich people aren't fat.
No, of course not. They can afford good food. But have you seen the people in those countries? They're skinnier than olive oil on the Popeyes cartoons.
Sure, but food with, as you've claimed, science and Latin words in them don't contribute to longer life. They have just the opposite effect.
Oh, really? Then why do people live longer now than they did 100 years ago?
Because we have childhood vaccines and medicine. If a person made it past the age of 10 in 1900, then their life expectancy was nearly the same as it is today.
No. That doesn't feel right. I mean, do you expect anyone to believe that the switch of snacks to healthy foods and the fact that life expectancies for children born today are 13 years lower than they were when you were born is just a coincidence?
No, of course not.
Then I win.
No, I expect science to research it and find the real cause, so we're not making a bad situation worse by eating foods with excessive added sugars, sodium, and unhealthy fats instead of those with dietary fiber and essential nutrients.
And you wonder why they locked you up. You lunatic. Ha! I win again.
I'll be right back after this brief message.
You mean we'll be right back, don't you?
Oh, no. You're leaving.
Oh, Krapski. Oh, well, it is a nice if somewhat ornate theater, for sure.
Stick around, folks. Coming up, we've got more Late Show with Duza Colbert, Monday through Thursday each week. Next up, a special performance by a very special musical guest.
Can I meet a beetle?